my channel or welcome back. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. If you are returning, you already know it. You are fabulous. All right, so today's video, what we're actually doing is a collaboration with Jelena from the Blondie Next Door. Y'all, what? Like, that is the perfect collaboration. Hello, I wore this shirt just for her. Duh, the hair, like, we are the perfect combination. Anyways, y'all, I've had such a great time getting to know her. She is a very sweet person. Her DIYs are fantastic. She's got some great ideas and just some super good home decor. So y'all be sure and check her out. I'll show you a little bit more and tell you a little bit more about her channel a little later in the video. But there will be a link in the description box for her video and also for her channel. So y'all be sure and go check her out. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. The collaboration, what we're doing today is actually thrift flips. So excited about this. I found some great stuff, like for real. And I've been having a hard time because to me, the Goodwill prices have just skyrocketed. They're just outrageous. And I'm not going to pay, you know, umpteen whatever. I'm just not going to pay it at the Goodwill. But anyways, I did go to some other thrift stores and I found some really great stuff to work with. So let's jump right in. Welcome everybody. I hope you all are having a wonderful day and I am so excited for y'all to be here with me today. All right, let's get started. So for this first one, I picked up this little crate for $2.99 at the Goodwill. It was in pretty rough shape. It looked like it had been painted several times. So I've got my elephant chalk paint by Waverly and I am going to give this 2 very good solid coats. I just painted it completely from one side to the other. Every little nook and cranny of this got painted. I really wanted to distress it. I was going to go back and distress it and do some different stuff. And this project just kind of took a little turn here and there, but worked it out. It's just crafting. It's okay. So anyways, I used my heat gun in between coats and there will be a link in the description box for that heat gun. It's like $10 on Amazon and it is a game changer. I then used my sandpaper. Well, I actually went outside and used my hand sander and sanding it down. And as you can see there, it showed up some of that lime green. It had actually been lime green at one time, this little thing here. Though I was okay with some of the color showing through because I wanted it to look old and like it had been painted several times and, you know, like this thing's just been around for a while. I really didn't want that lime green to show through. So I did take my brush and go back over it a little bit in a few spots and just kind of clean that up. Now, I have got this placemat that I got from the Dollar Tree. I just placed it in the bottom of my little crate, took a Sharpie marker, marked it off. I'm then going to take my scissors and just cut this out. So super simple, y'all. And this turns out so stinking pretty. Oh my goodness. Now, some of these you could maybe call shabby chicish, I guess you'd say. But these DIYs turn out so great. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got my Aleene's tacky glue. And if you've been following my channel for any time at all, you'll know that here in the last couple months, I've really gotten fond of the Aleene's glue. It just is so versatile. Like, you can use it for so many different things, but for something like this, it is absolutely perfect. It is, you know, stickier, thicker than Mod Podge. So to hold that placemat down, because that placemat's almost plasticky feeling, you're going to need something a little stronger than Mod Podge. So that Aleene's is absolutely perfect. And I don't have to put a coat over the top. I just strictly put it down, smoothed it out. The last thing I did was take some twine and I covered 2 little spots on each handle. Now, I didn't want to cover the entire handle, so I only did like a little bit on each side of it, and that was it. This is gorgeous. All right, so before we go any further, I would like to tell y'all just a little bit about my friend Jelena. She has got a channel called Blondie Next Door. Now, y'all, how stinking cute is that? Just to begin with, okay? But not only that, she has got some fantastic DIYs on her channel. It is full of trash to treasures, Dollar Tree DIYs, top 10s. It's got just anything you can think of, and they are gorgeous. She does lots of farmhouse, lots of neutral farmhouse, rustic farmhouse, just seriously some major talent. So y'all go check that out. I'll have a link in the description box for her channel and also her video. So be sure and check her out. All right. This DIY here is number 2, and we've got a scale that I picked up for $1.99 at the Goodwill. I've also got a wooden block that came from the Dollar Tree, and then I've got this basket. Now, it says Bee and Willow. I've never heard of that brand, but this is so stinking cute, and it was sent to me actually by a very special viewer friend of mine. She sent me a ton of craft supplies, and this basket was actually in there, so thought it was perfect for what we're doing today. Now, I have got some zip ties. I didn't have any long enough for exactly what I was trying to do, so I just put 2 together, and they hold perfectly fine. Now, this is not going to be really used, you know what I mean? This is more a decor piece. This is not to be used. So I wasn't that worried about the sturdiness of it or, you know, whatnot, but the zip ties hold this on there perfectly fine. So I just literally place those zip ties down in the cracks of the basket, flip it back over, attach the 2 zip ties, and then tighten it up. That was just the best way I could think of to attach this wooden piece to the basket without being a lot of hot glue or, you know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't sure how to do it except to do it like this. And then it sits perfect on top of my scale. So I've got my 2x cover Rust-Oleum black, flat black spray paint. And I'm just going to spray paint all of this. I spray painted the basket. I spray paint the wooden block, the zip ties, all of it. So it all matches. You do not see the zip ties when I'm done. And yes, I'm in my house shoes. How cute are those? I got them for $6 at the Dollar General store. Oh, yes, I did. All right. Now, for the scale, I've got my metallic silver by Folk Art, burnt umber by Apple Barrel, and then some black chalkboard paint from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to start out with these makeup sponges, and I'm just using the silver to begin with, and I'm going to go all over this scale. Every inch of this scale I'm getting, obviously other than like the face of it and then the top part there, but anything that you see that's silver, I'm going over it with this metallic, or anything that you see that's chromish looking, I'm going to go over it just to dull it down. That's the whole point of that. And then I'm taking the burnt umber and some black, and I'm just making random spots all over this thing. I take my makeup brush and go all over the basket also. Once I've got it like I want it, I'm going to hot glue that wooden piece right to the top of the scale, and there you have it. We have got a farmhouse rustic scale. Too stinking cute, and it literally cost me $2. All right, y'all, DIY number 3. So for this one, I've got this little basket that I picked up at the Goodwill. It's actually made out of plastic, and it's like a half basket, like it's flat on the other side. I took my plaster color chalk paint from Waverly, and I painted this entire basket, top to bottom, completely covered it, 2 good coats. I then took my sandpaper and just went all over it, like any place that was raised up on it or like in between the little slats there, as you can see, I gave it a good distressing. This right here is my favorite DIY out of all of these, and it was so stinking easy to do, okay? distressed it, like I said, just all over. I made sure to get any of the places that were raised up on it or like had a lip or whatever on it. I really made sure to get around that, around the edge of the handle, and, you know, just anywhere that I could really hit it good with that sandpaper. This thing distressed so perfectly. But now I did have to be kind of careful because I did not want any of that blue to come back through. There were flowers on it before. So just made sure that I had done that. Now I've got this Farmhouse kitchen decal that is cut out. This was sent to me months ago. Like when I first started my channel, I actually had a very special friend of mine that sent me a ton of vinyl cutouts. And I've used them throughout the time here. And I found this one and I thought it was perfect for what we're doing today. So I just wiped my basket off real good, lay down my vinyl, smooth it out pretty good. Now I do take, that's actually a old phone case. It was just close. Okay, y'all. So I just grabbed it. But anyways, I did use it to mash down, you know, like make sure that everything was good and stuck. And as you can see there, some of the letters wanted to pull up on me, but not too bad. I finally kind of got the hang of it as far as pulling it off, and it came off smooth as butter. Just eased right off of there. How stinking cute is this? Oh my gosh. All right, last but not least, DIY number 4. So for this one, I've got this little milk jug looking thing. I think I picked that up at the Dollar Tree. And then I have got this candlestick wall mount. I don't know what you call this, actually. Y'all let me know in the comments what these are actually called. Okay, I feel totally silly right now. Anyways, the first thing I did was take off the little candle cup that was on the top. I wanted a flat surface. I will be putting the little bottle there, so I needed, you know, a flat spot there. So I just unscrewed it, took that off. I then took my plaster chalk paint, once again, and gave this 2 really good coats. Now, I'm going to go back and distress it, but I wanted to start out with, you know, a very solid, good coat of paint. So dried it with my heat gun. I then take a brush from the Dollar Tree and some antique wax, and I just go right around the edge with that. Now, I wanted this to, I wasn't really trying to distress it with this because I was going to go back with sandpaper and actually distress it. I was more or less wanting to take the antique wax and just kind of dingy it up, if that makes sense. You know, just kind of dirty it up, make it look a little worn and old, and just kind of dingy up the actual color to it. So once I got the antique wax on there like I wanted it, I went back and took a rag, just a damp rag, and wiped it back off. So as you can see there, it just kind of, the only word I know to use is dingy. I mean, it just kind of made it dingy looking. I then take my sandpaper, and this thing distresses awesome, okay? Took it outside, sanded it down with my electric sander, and oh my goodness, I cannot wait for y'all to see this. I then painted the milk bottle with my white chalk paint. I wanted it to be a little bit different. You know, obviously I wanted white because it's a milk bottle, but didn't want it to blend in with the candle mount either. I'm just going to call it a candle mount because I have no clue what to call this thing. A sconce, candle sconce. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, I took that jar, hot glued it right to this. I end up adding some florals, and check it out. Too stinking pretty. And now for the final reveal. I hope that y'all enjoy. All right, y'all, that was it for today. What did you think? Let me know in the comments which one was your favorite, which one you might end up, maybe looking for when you go to the thrift store from now on. But definitely let me know which one you liked, okay? If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps my channel. Don't forget to share this with your friends and family and subscribe. That would be awesome. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will know each time I upload a new video. And y'all be sure and go check out Jalena's channel. It's called The Blondie Next Door, and there will be links in the description box for her channel and also for her video. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a blessed day.